Hey, and welcome back. This is episode 1 of our series on transformers and large language models. Today, we are going to unpack one single idea attention. It sounds simple, and at its heart, it is. But this one idea is the engine behind every modern AI model you have heard of. By end of this video, you'll understand exactly how it works, and you'll even be able to do math by hand. Let us get into it. Read this sentence with me. The animal didn't cross the street because it was too tired. Now, quick question. What does the word it point to? The animal or the street? You know right away. It is the animal. Streets don't get tired. But stop and think about how you know. Your brain quietly looked at every other word in the sentence and decided which ones mattered. That act, picking what to focus on, is the attention. And teaching a machine to do that one thing is what opened door to modern AI. By end of today, you'll able to compute attention by hand, read the math without fear, and write it into code. So, why all the fuss? Back in 2017, a research paper came out with a bold title. Attention is all you need. And that name was the point. The authors threw away the older, slower parts of these models and kept only attention. It worked beautifully. Today, every big AI model you can name, the ones that try, chart, and answer your questions is built on same idea. And here is the neat part. With attention, any word in a sentence can reach any other word in a single step. Older models had to pass information word by word, like a long game of telephone. Attention skips all that. To see why attention was such a big deal, let us look at what came before it. Older models read a sentence and try to squeeze its whole meaning into small box of numbers. Then they used only that box to write the output. That is fine for a short sentence, but for a long one, the box just is not big enough. Details followed. The ending of sentence pushes out the beginning. It is like trying to remember a whole paragraph after reading it once. So fast. Attention, fixed this. Instead of one frozen box, the model gets to look back at every word, whatever it needs to, and decide, rush each time which words to lean on. Here is the whole idea in 3 small steps. For each word, the model does this. First, it compares, it asks, how much does each other word matter to me right now? And gives each one a score. Second, it cleans up those scores so they turn into neat weights that add up to 1. Think of it like splitting 100% of your focus across the words. Third, it blends. It mixes the words together using those weights, more from the important ones, less from the rest. Here is an everyday way to picture it. Imagine searching a library. Your question is what you are looking for. Each book's label on the spin tells you what is inside. You match your question against the labels, then pull the most from the books that fit best. That is attention. Let us give those 3 things their real names: query, key, and value. Every word gets turned into these 3 little numbers list. The query is what a word is looking for. Picture the word it asking, who am I talking about? The key is what each word offers in return. A word like animal raises its hand and says, pick me if you need something to point to. And the value is the actual information that gets passed along once a match is made. So the query goes shopping. The keys are the labels on the shelf and the values are what you take home. The model learns how to build all 3 on its own just from reading lots of text. Now let us look at the famous formula. Don't worry, we'll take it apart piece by piece and you will see it is friendlier than it looks. First piece, we multiply the queries and keys together. This just measures how well they match. A bigger number means a better match. Second piece, we shrink those numbers down a little by dividing them. This keeps the math stable. We'll see why in a moment. Third is softmax. That is just a fancy name for turn these scores into clean weights that add up to 1. Last piece, we multiply by the values. That is the final blend. The weighted mix we talked about. And that is the whole formula for small moves. Let us actually do with real numbers. 3 words, the cat and set. Our query is the word cat. It is asking which words should I pay attention to. Step 1, the RAM match scores. The gets a 2, cat gets a 6, sat gets a 1. So cat matches itself the most, makes sense. Step 2, we scale those down a little to keep things steady. 6 becomes 3, 2 becomes 1 and so on. Step 3, softmax turn them into focus and look what happens. About 82% of the attention lands on the cat itself. A small slice goes to the and a tiny bit to set. We just computed attention by hand. That's all it is. 2 quick details that makes this work in practice. First, why do you shrink the numbers? Because when numbers have lots of feature, the math scope can get really big. And when they get too big, softmax goes all or nothing. It picks one word and ignores the rest, which makes learning hard. Shrinking the scores keep things smooth and pay. Second, why softmax at all? Because it gives us exactly what we want. Every weight is positive. They all add up to 1 and bigger score gets a lot more focus. Best of all, the model can choose to focus sharply on one word or spread its focus across many, and it learns which to do. When all the queries, keys and values come from same sentence, we'll call it self-attention. Every word looks at every other word including itself. This grid shows it. Each row is one word and the bright space shows what it is paying attention to. Look at the row per set. It lights up under cat. The model has quietly learned that web sat goes with the subject cat. And nobody taught it any grammar rules. It picked that up just from examples. It is a clever upgrade. One round of attention can only spot one kind of link at a time. So why not run several at once? That is multi-head attention. We run a few copies side by side. These are called heads. Each head has its own way of looking. One might track grammar, another might track meaning, another might track word order. Then we join all their answers together and blend them into one. More heads, more kinds of patterns caught at the same time. There is one catch we need to fix. Attention looks at all words at once. Like ingredients dumped into a bowl, it doesn't naturally know the order they came in to it. Cat, sat, cat look the same. So we add a little signal to each word that marks its position, first, second, third, and so on. We build these signals out of simple repeating waves like the ones on screen. Some wiggle slowly, some quickly. Mixed together, they give every position its own fingerprint, so the model can tell where each word sits. Let us see it in real code. Don't worry about memorizing this, just follow along. We start with queries and keys and we multiply them to get the math score. Then we shrink those scores to keep things steady. There is an optional step for hiding certain words. We'll use that in later episode. Next, softmax turn the scores into clean weights. And finally, we multiply the values to get an answer. That is the whole thing about 11 lines. Everything else in these chain models is built on top of this small block. Now, here is the multi-head version wrapped up neatly. In the setup, we create the pieces we need, the parts that build queries, keys and values plus 1 to blend the heads at the end. Then when data comes in, we build the queries, keys and values, slip them across the heads and run the same attention step we just wrote. After that, we join heads back together and do one final mix. Notice we are reusing the exact function from the last slide. Once you understand one head, you understand them all. Remember a puzzle from the start? Let us see how the model handles it. Look at the row for the word it. Most of its attention goes onto animal, exactly the answer you gave in the first minute of this video. The model was not given any grammar rules. It learned to connect it with animal purely from reading. And here is the big takeaway. Things like this, figuring out what a word points to, linking far apart words, even following a line of reasoning, all of it grows out of this one simple blending step stacked over and over. Before we wrap up, a quick map of the main types you'll run into. Self attention is when a sentence look at itself. That's the one I have been doing. Cross attention is when one sentence looks at another, handy for things like translation. Casual or masked attention hides future word, so the model can't peek ahead. That is how text generators write one word at a time. And there are two ways to measure match between words. The past modern way uses simple multiplication, that is the standard today. The older way used a tiny extra network, same goal, different tool. Let us be honest about the trade-offs. On the plus side, any word can reach any other in one step. It runs fast because it can do a lot of work at the same time. The attention weights even let us peek at what the model is looking at. And the same trick works for text, images, and sound. On the downside, the cost grows quickly as sentences get longer, double the words, and the works goes up 4 times. Very long documents get expensive. It needs that extra position signal we added, and it needs a lot of data to learn well, powerful but not free. So, where does the leave us? We can now explain attention as simply choosing what to focus on. You can read that scary formula and know what each part does. You can work out the weights by hand, and even you have seen the code that makes it real. Next time in episode 2, we'll show you how this one building block turns into famous models like BERT, GPT, and even models that you look at pictures. If this helped it click, give it like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And tell me in the comments what should it pay attention to next. See you in episode 2.